What you're about to discover is fascinating. The universe isn't just quiet, it's listening. It responds to you. It reflects the energy you carry, the beliefs you hold, and the intentions you set. Many people move through life without realizing they're always communicating with the universe through their thoughts, feelings, and even their silence. But imagine if you could speak to the universe with purpose. What if you could send out clear, strong signals and trust that they're received? That's the essence of this journey. This universe we inhabit isn't still or random, and it's definitely not blind. It's vibrant, filled with rhythm and intelligence. To connect with the universe and get a response, we need to realize a simple truth. Everything is energy. Every single thing vibrates, from tiny particles to huge galaxies. Everything is always in motion, and that movement, we call it vibration. Science, especially through quantum physics, has shown us that matter isn't as solid as it looks. At the tiniest level, particles appear and disappear, and their actions seem to depend on being observed. Behind all this chaos lies a beautiful truth. Everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. When we talk about vibration, we mean how fast energy moves. Low-frequency vibrations feel heavy. They bring fear, doubt, and stagnation. In contrast, high-frequency vibrations bring joy, love, clarity, and abundance. This idea doesn't just apply to objects. It's true for our thoughts, feelings, and intentions too. Your thoughts aren't just passing ideas, they're energetic signals. Imagine your mind as a transmitter, sending messages out into the universe. Like a cosmic mirror, it reflects back what you consistently broadcast. But it doesn't stop there. Your emotions are key in shaping those thoughts. Think of emotions as amplifiers. A thought charged with strong feelings becomes much more powerful. That's why a deeply felt desire tends to come true quicker than a fleeting wish. The more intense the emotion, the stronger the signal you send out. The energy behind your thoughts shapes the signal you send out. Let's think about it this way. If you're saying, "I want more abundance," but you're feeling desperate, fearful, or doubtful, like believing you're not deserving or that it's too late, then you're actually sending out a vibe of lack. The universe doesn't listen to your words, it responds to your energy. That's why affirmations without emotional backing often fall flat. The universe speaks vibrationally, not verbally. Now imagine someone who truly believes that abundance is just a natural part of life. Their thoughts aren't just empty phrases, they come from a deep sense of alignment within. This kind of alignment sends out a high-frequency vibe that matches abundance itself. This person starts to see opportunities, coincidences, and resources coming their way, not by chance, but because their energy is in sync with what they want. Here's the key takeaway. Manifesting isn't about pushing, pleading, or trying to convince. It's about aligning your vibrations with what you desire. Want love? You need to vibrate with love. Want peace? You must be peaceful. Want success? That calls for confidence and clarity in your energy. So how can we adjust our vibrations? The first step is to become aware. You can't change what you don't notice. Pay attention to your inner state, not just your thoughts, but your feelings. Are you feeling hopeful or anxious, grateful or resentful, empowered or defeated? By checking in with yourself, you can gain control over the vibes you're sending out. The next step is to consciously recalibrate. Choose thoughts, actions, and habits that lift your energy. One powerful way to do this is through emotional resonance. Take gratitude, for example. When you truly feel grateful, not just say the words, but deeply appreciate, it shifts your whole energy. Acts of kindness, forgiveness, mindfulness, and creativity can also raise your vibe. Even simple things like moving your body, spending time in nature, eating well, and getting good sleep can positively influence your frequency. Your energy is your baseline. It all connects. Remember, you're not just a mind. You have a body, a spirit, and an energy field constantly interacting with everything around you. Now let's talk about consistency. The universe doesn't react to your occasional wishes. It pays attention to your main vibe. That's why a passing moment of positivity isn't enough. Your outcomes reflect the emotional tone you maintain most of the time, especially when you're not actively trying to manifest something. You can't fake your energy, but you can shift it. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. Visualization is another powerful tool. When you visualize what you want, don't just picture it in your mind, feel it in your heart. Experience the joy of your dreams as though they're already real. This helps align you with that reality's frequency. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined scene and real life. So when you visualize genuinely, you're training your mind to accept your desired reality. This expectation sets the stage for manifestation. Also, don't forget your environment plays a big role in your energy. The people around you, what you watch, and where you hang out all impact how you feel. Choose relationships and spaces that lift you up. Treat your energy like it's your most valuable asset, because it truly is. Lastly, learn to surrender to the universe's wisdom. It might sound strange, but letting go is one of the highest forms of alignment. When you stop trying to control how and when your desires come to you, you open the door for divine timing to work its wonders. Surrendering doesn't mean you're giving up. It means trusting that the universe is on your side. It's part of you, always responding to your vibe. In short, to communicate with the universe, you have to speak in frequency. Words alone don't cut it. It's your energy, your feelings, and how you carry yourself that convey the message. These are the core secrets of connecting with the universe. When you embody these principles, you're not just talking at the universe, you're engaging with it. It's a real exchange that responds to your energy, not just your words. If you're still with me and ready to dive deeper, you're right where you need to be. Next up, we're going to dive into how to set clear and powerful intentions. Knowing how to ask is a crucial step in this conversation with the universe. To be a conscious creator, you need to start by setting those clear intentions. Think of your intention as a blueprint, while your vibration is the emotional fuel that drives it. Your intention gives structure to your energy. Without it, your energy can get scattered, like a flashlight beam that spreads out instead of focusing in like a laser. The universe will always respond, but if your signal is fuzzy, the answer will be fuzzy too. Many people wish for vague things, like wanting to be happy, have more money, or find love. While these wishes are valid, they lack the clarity needed for the universe to deliver. What does happiness look like for you? How much money do you want, and in what way? Without those details, desire stays just a feeling instead of turning into action. A clear intention gives your vibration something solid to latch onto. Just like you can't reach a place you haven't mapped out, you can't create a reality you haven't clearly defined. Intention is about shifting from wishing to actively creating. It tells the universe, this is what I choose, instead of just hoping for something. Intention is both a statement and a promise. Unlike a wish, an intention has power. It's based on certainty, not desperation. If your vibration is your song, your intention is the lyrics. Together, they create harmony. In quantum terms, your intentions turn possibilities into probabilities. The quantum field is full of potential, and your intentions act like magnets, drawing those possibilities into the physical world. A strong intention has three main parts. Specificity is key. Be clear and replace vague desires like I want more money with something precise, like I am receiving $10,000 a month. The clearer your intention, the easier it is for your subconscious and the universe to grasp it. Phrase your intention as if it's happening right now. This helps make it feel real, boosting your energy. For instance, say, I live in my dream home, surrounded by beauty and peace. Link the feeling of fulfillment to your intention. Ask yourself, how would I feel if this were real? Then try to feel that way as often as you can. Remember, emotions are key. If your intentions don't match your values, it's like building on quicksand. It might stand for a bit, but it won't last. Dig deep and question why you want it. Is it true to you, or just pressure from others? When your desires are grounded in your values, they become powerful. It's easier to manifest because there's no internal pushback. Someone might say, I want to be a millionaire, but if that's just to impress others, it feels shaky. If instead they say, I want financial freedom to be creative and support what matters to me, that energy is stronger. Your intention should light you up mentally and fill you with joy. After setting your intention, keep your focus on it. This focus is a powerful tool for manifestation. Your thoughts and feelings shape your energy. Concentrating your energy in one direction makes the process stronger, but remember, focus isn't obsession. It's about nurturing your dream. Simple rituals like journaling, scripting, or saying affirmations can keep your intention alive. Visualize your dream as if it's happening now. This trains your mind and body to connect with it, making it feel real and achievable. Be careful not to confuse intention with expectation. A rigid expectation can block your progress. When you push for your intentions to show up in a specific way or at a certain time, you limit what the universe can do for you. Expectation tends to create tension, bringing your energy down. But true intention is powerful and easygoing. It has a clear vision, but stays open to different paths. You might say, I want a fulfilling career, without tying yourself to one job or company. This openness lets the universe surprise you with outcomes beyond what you imagined. Set your direction, but release your grip on how to get there. Your intentions are alive, they change as you grow. Refining your intention isn't a sign of weakness, it's a show of wisdom. Take a moment every few weeks to reflect on your desires. Ask yourself, does this still feel right? Is there a deeper meaning behind it? Am I holding on out of fear or alignment? This practice helps you stay true to your journey and ensures you're manifesting from who you are now, not from an old version of yourself. Consider your environment. It impacts your energy. To keep your intentions vibe alive, fill your space with reminders of your dreams. Create a vision board. Place meaningful objects around you, or design your digital space, like your phone wallpaper and playlists, to reflect your hopes. Make your surroundings a quiet affirmation of your intentions. When your space aligns with your dreams, your subconscious picks up on it. Now let's talk about turning your intentions into invitations for the universe. You're not in a position of demanding or begging. You're stating, this is what I choose. This is who I'm becoming. I'm ready. Remember, your vibration sends out signals, and now you're giving that energy structure with your intention. This is the start of co-creation, and from here, the universe begins to shift to meet you. But keep in mind, intention is just the beginning. It's like sending a signal into the sky. As we move forward, you'll discover how belief strengthens this signal, clarity sharpens it, trust keeps it steady, and action brings it to life. Set your intention clearly, align with it regularly, and get ready to receive more than you ever dreamed, because when intention and vibration come together, magic happens. We've talked about how the universe reacts to the energy you put out, and how having clear intentions creates a path for that energy. Now we hit a crucial part of the manifestation process, your beliefs. Think of your vibration as the frequency you send out. Your intention is the message you communicate. But belief, that's the transmitter. It controls how strong, steady, and far your signal reaches the universe. Without belief, your intentions lose their power, and your vibrations can wobble. Belief is like a magnet that pulls your dreams from thought into reality. It shapes how you perceive the world, and that perception ultimately shapes your life. Every thought, feeling, and action gets filtered through your beliefs. They quietly build the framework of your inner world. You don't just see the world as it truly is, you see it how you believe it to be. This means your beliefs not only influence what you attract, they also set the limits on what you think you can attract. For instance, if you truly believe that money is hard to get, no amount of affirmations or visualizations about wealth will help. Your subconscious will sabotage your success because your energy is tinged with doubt. But flip that belief. If you genuinely feel that opportunities are everywhere, or that you're a magnet for abundance, then even when things are tough, your energy stays open. The universe will mirror that openness back to you. Now let's dive into the science of beliefs and manifestation. The power of belief isn't just mumbo-jumbo, it's backed by science. The reticular activating system in your brain acts as a filter. It chooses what information you pay attention to based on what you think is important. If you believe that good things happen to you, your brain will start looking for proof of that belief. You'll catch more lucky breaks, see more opportunities, and feel grateful. On the flip side, if you think life is unfair, your brain will highlight every setback you encounter. This goes beyond psychology. It's about energy. Your belief system lays the groundwork for your vibrations, keeping your frequency steady. If your belief wavers, so does your energy. Sometimes your energy wavers, but when your belief is strong, Everything clears up and your dreams start to come alive. Remember, belief is a choice. A lot of folks think they need to see proof before they can believe anything, but that's not how the universe operates. Belief is like planting a seed, and evidence is the fruit. If you wait around for proof before believing, you're putting off what you want. The strongest manifestors are those who believe first, without needing anything to show for it. They feel that certainty long before anything changes around them. This isn't just faith in a spiritual sense, it's about harnessing energy and universal truths. You don't have to tackle every belief all at once. Start small. Pick one belief today that supports your goals. Nurture it, affirm it, and look for the tiniest signs that prove it true. That's how beliefs grow. Before you can fully embrace new empowering beliefs, you need to address the ones that hold you back. Often, these limiting beliefs are buried deep, stemming from childhood, society, or past failures. Common ones sound like, "I'm not good enough," or "success isn't for me." These aren't facts, they're old programs like outdated software that needs an update. Start by tuning into your inner voice. What thoughts pop up when you set goals or visualize your future? Are there doubts that sneak in? Once you spot a limiting belief, challenge it. Is it really true? Where did it come from? What belief would serve you better? Swap out the old belief for a new, empowering one. This takes time. You didn't learn those old beliefs overnight, and you won't change them overnight either. But with consistent effort, those new beliefs will become your new reality, bringing you new outcomes. Belief combined with intention is what brings things to life. Intentions lay out your desires, but without belief, those plans never come to fruition. Belief is the key that activates your thoughts and aligns your inner world with the results you're after. That's why when people say manifestation isn't working, it often means their belief isn't strong enough. Your beliefs might be at odds with what you truly want. You can't say, "I'm ready for love," if deep down you think, "I'll always be alone." You can't claim, "I have plenty," if you secretly feel broke. The world around you reflects your inner thoughts, not just your dreams or wishes. Emotions play a big role in strengthening your beliefs. They connect your beliefs and energy, giving them power and momentum. Say you start telling yourself, "I deserve success." At first, it might feel untrue. But if you link that belief to feelings like gratitude, joy, pride, or love, you begin to shift your mindset. You're not just saying words anymore, you're tapping into a new energy. That's why things like visualization, journaling, and gratitude work so effectively. They create an emotional connection to your desired beliefs. When you feel those beliefs deeply, the universe starts to take notice, adjusting things to help you create real change. To make this transformation, you need to become the person who already has what you want. Start by embracing the beliefs of that future version of you. Ask yourself, if my dream were already real, what would I believe about myself, about others, about life? Then begin to think, act, and feel like that person. This isn't about tricking yourself, it's about aligning with your true desires. The universe doesn't listen to who you were yesterday, it responds to who you are right now. Asking the universe clearly is crucial. It's not just about voicing your wishes or jotting them down, it's a focused way of communicating with the universe. It connects your inner desires to your outer reality. Why is clarity important? Clarity is like focusing a laser beam. The more specific your request, the easier it is for the universe to respond. If you're vague, your results will be murky too. Imagine going into a restaurant and saying, "I want food." The waiter won't know what you mean. Do you want an appetizer or a main dish? Vegetarian or meat? Spicy or mild? This is how many people unintentionally ask the universe. They say things like, "I want to be happy," or "I need more money," or "I wish I had love." These are broad and unclear requests, and the universe doesn't respond to that kind of uncertainty. When you ask the universe for what you truly want, it's all about being clear and confident. The clearer your desire, the stronger the signal you send out, and that helps the universe respond faster. Clarity starts with being honest with yourself. Before reaching out to the universe, ask yourself, what do I genuinely want? Forget about what others think, what society praises, or what looks good on paper. Imagine if no one was watching, what would you choose? If you had no fears or limits, what would you ask for? If you knew you'd succeed, what desire would you chase? This honesty helps you connect with your core desires, not just what's on the surface. Core desires align with your true self. They have meaning and purpose. When you ask from this honest place, your request has more power. We've talked about setting strong intentions. Now, let those intentions evolve into clear questions and requests that you speak confidently to the universe. You can ask in many ways, through spoken words, prayers, written letters, journaling, visualization, or even just feeling how it would be to have your desire already fulfilled. You don't have to use every method. Just being consistent with one will help make your request clearer. Remember, the universe doesn't use language like we do. It speaks in vibrations. Asking clearly means aligning your emotions and beliefs with the reality you want to experience. Here's a simple formula to follow. What plus Y's feeling equals a clear request. Get specific about what you want. Instead of saying, I want a new job, say, I'm now working in a creative and supportive environment where I earn well doing what I love. Then think about why you want it. Link it to a feeling or value. For example, I desire this job because it lets me grow, serve others, and enjoy a balanced life. Next, feel the end result. Picture yourself already having it. Embrace the freedom, joy, excitement, and peace that it would bring. This clarity, combined with consistent energy, starts magnetizing the right people and opportunities into your life. When you ask from a place of trust, it connects back to what you learned about belief. It's the emotional anchor for your desires. Without belief, even the clearest request can feel off. It's like sending a message and then pulling it back before it's even delivered. You need to ask as if the answer is already on its way. The best approach? Ask once, clearly and intentionally, then step into a place of expectation. Let it go, trusting that the universe heard you. Your role isn't to chase or control things. It's to stay open and ready to receive. Watch out for common pitfalls when making your request. Even those who get manifestation can trip up. Being vague, saying, I just want more money, lacks detail. How much do you need? By when? What would it feel like to have it? And asking from a place of desperation, like, please, I need this now, brings a low vibe, signaling lack rather than abundance. Over-asking can also get you stuck. Asking repeatedly out of anxiety just feeds your doubt. The universe already heard you. Trust its timing. Then there are mixed messages. One day you want success, the next you're afraid of being in the spotlight. Conflicting requests, you'll get mixed results. To stay on track, return to the basics. Be clear about what you desire, align your beliefs, and keep your vibe steady. Visualization is a powerful tool. It's not just seeing what you want, it's about feeling it too. Picture your desired reality. What do you see? What do you hear? Who's around you? How does it feel? Affirmations anchor you. They keep your energy in sync with your request. Use phrases like, I am now receiving my desire at the right moment. I am open and ready for everything I asked for, and it's on its way. Say them daily, not out of fear, but to stay connected to the version of you who already has what you want. And remember, the universe loves movement. While your energy does the heavy lifting, taking physical action speeds up the process. After you ask, make inspired moves that feel right. If you want a new relationship, go where connections can happen. If you're looking to grow in your career, update that resume or kick off that project you've dreamed about. Action shows commitment and tells the universe, I believe in my request and I'm ready to meet it halfway. Once you've asked with clarity, the universe starts to respond, often with subtle signs and synchronicities. Sometimes a new idea or opportunity pops up out of nowhere. Maybe someone says something that feels like a sign. You might notice repeating numbers like 1111 or 333. These aren't just random happenings, they're signals from the universe. Recognize them, celebrate them. They're proof that what you wished for is starting to unfold. When you ask the universe, be clear. It's not about pleading for what you want. It's about declaring who you are and what you're ready to receive. When your intention is clear, your belief lines up, and your energy is steady, your request starts to feel inevitable. Know exactly what you want. Pair it with a strong reason. Ask with emotional confidence and clarity. Trust that it's already on its way. Stay open-minded, take inspired actions, and keep an eye out for signs. Now let's talk about trusting the process. By now, you've built a solid base. You get that reality is all about vibrations, setting clear intentions, and the importance of belief. But after you ask, one of the hardest parts comes into play, trusting the process. It's easy to feel sure of yourself when things are moving fast, but what about the times when nothing seems to happen? When doubts creep in, and you feel like your dreams are taking forever? Maintaining your vibe during the wait is crucial, because that space between asking and getting is where your real power grows. Once you've asked clearly, you enter a special place of receiving. But don't just sit back and do nothing. This isn't a passive waiting game. It's a phase where your desires begin to take shape in the real world. Think of planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check its progress. You water it, trust the soil, the sun, and nature. Manifestation follows the same rules. Just because you don't see results right away doesn't mean it's not working. Often, the universe is putting things in place behind the scenes. Things are shifting, just like roots growing underground. You won't see them until one day they break the surface. A big part of trusting the process is letting go of how and when things will happen. Those are the areas where people often struggle the most. You might find yourself asking, how will this happen? When will I receive it? Why is it taking so long? Sometimes those questions we ask come with a sense of doubt. They show that we're not really sure if what we want is on its way. But here's the thing. The universe isn't stuck on your schedule. It reacts to your energy, not your urgency. When you try to control every little detail of your desires, you end up blocking them. It's like saying to the universe, I don't believe you can handle this. But when you let go and say, I trust you, you open yourself up to receive. This isn't just about giving up, it's about having active faith. Detachment is key. One of the big paradoxes of manifesting is that you need to care enough to ask, but also have the ability to let go. Detachment doesn't mean you stop wanting something. It means you don't need it for your happiness or self-worth. You can think, I would love for this to happen, but I'm complete either way. That's a powerful message to the universe. It shows you're confident, worthy, and trusting. And that trust makes space, a calm space, for your desires to come to life without any pushback. Imagine trying to drink water with a tight fist. It just spills everywhere. But if you open your hand, the water flows right in. That's what detachment feels like. Now, even when you know all this stuff, doubt can still creep in, and that's perfectly normal. Doubt doesn't mean you're failing, it just means you're human. How you deal with that doubt is what matters. It can either float away like a passing cloud or become a permanent barrier. When doubt shows up, remind yourself that it's just a thought, not the truth. Think back to times when things turned out okay, even when you were unsure. Just because you don't see evidence right now doesn't mean it's not there. Journaling can help here. Write down your fears, then follow up with positive counter thoughts. If you think it's taking too long, remind yourself that everything comes in divine timing. If you worry, what if it doesn't happen? Flip it with, what if it happens even better than I hoped? Feeling stuck? Remember that growth often feels silent before a breakthrough. These aren't just empty phrases. They can change your mindset. You don't have to force faith. Just choose it more often than fear. The universe responds to how you vibrate, not what's on your to-do list. And the most powerful truth in manifesting is that your desire is already formed in the energetic realm. The delay in what you want isn't because the universe is holding back. It's often because you're resisting. And that resistance shows up as impatience, worrying too much about the outcome, checking every moment, trying to force things to happen. This all comes from fear, and fear shrinks your energy. When you let go, you find your flow. The more you return to peace, presence, and gratitude, the quicker your dreams start to materialize. That's because your energy starts to match what you're asking for. It's about taking inspired action, not forced action. Trusting the process doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. It means you pay attention to those nudges and intuitive feelings that feel effortless and exciting. When you push things, it comes from a sense of lack. But when you're in flow, you might suddenly feel inspired to contact someone, apply for a job, visit a new place, or explore a different path. Don't ignore these feelings. They're the universe guiding you in ways that your logical mind could never figure out. Each day, ask yourself what you feel drawn to. Then go for it, even if it seems illogical. This is how you invite miracles into your life. When you trust the process, you start to see synchronicities, the moments that feel just right. Meeting the right person at just the right time, spotting those repeating numbers, or overhearing a relevant conversation, they're not just random. They're signs that your energy is aligning with your desires. Recognize them, smile, and say thank you. These little signs are the universe's gentle nudges, urging you to keep going. It's working. Trust is a daily practice like a muscle. Each time you choose trust over fear, you strengthen that inner connection. Every moment you choose to relax instead of panic, you anchor yourself in faith. Create a daily ritual to build that trust. Start your mornings by declaring, "I trust in the timing and wisdom of the universe." Spend some time in silence, feeling supported. Visualize your desire as if it's already yours, and then let it go. As your day ends, express gratitude, not just for what you have, but also for what's on its way. Remember, the universe isn't testing you, it's guiding you. Trusting the process means embracing the truth that what you want is already yours at an energetic level. Your job is to stay aligned and open, ready to receive. Trust is that unseen power keeping your manifestation journey on track. You've already set your intentions, aligned your beliefs, and asked clearly. Now, you just need to hold on to that belief long enough for your reality to catch up. Trust is what creates the space for magic to unfold. You've set your intentions, aligned what you believe, and asked the universe for what you want. You've been patient, staying present in the process. The next step now is learning how to receive and acknowledge what you've asked for. It might seem obvious. We all want what we desire, but many people unknowingly put up barriers against their own wishes. Sometimes it's because they don't believe they're worthy. Other times, it's just not recognizing when the universe delivers in an unexpected way. This is about becoming an open channel, ready not just to ask but to receive with grace, presence, and awareness. Receiving isn't just about what you send out, your thoughts and feelings. It's about what you can let in. The energy of receiving is all about being open and unattached. It's the opposite of striving. Many people are stuck in the doing mode, always pushing and trying, but to truly receive, you need to learn how to just be. Be in the moment, be aligned, and be ready for what the universe wants to deliver. Just like we talked about trust before, here we take a step further. Trust opens the door, but receptivity is what lets things through. So why do so many people struggle to receive? Let's be real, if it was easy, everyone would be living their dream. Often when a manifestation is on the brink of showing up, or even when it appears, we block it without realizing. Why? Because deep down, we might not believe we deserve it. If you don't feel worthy of success, love, or abundance, you'll push it away. This goes back to your beliefs. Those shape what you allow in. We also expect things to look a certain way. Sometimes what you manifest shows up differently than you thought. Maybe the job offer is in a new city. Perhaps the relationship begins with quiet moments instead of fireworks. If you're too fixated on the form, you risk missing out on the real gift. We often aren't mindful enough to notice that not all manifestations come with bells and whistles. They come in the form of little chances, quiet shifts, or gentle nudges. If your mind is always racing ahead, you might miss the signs that things are already happening. The trick is to stay grounded, aware, and open. Gratitude acts as a doorway to more good things. It's the bridge between asking and receiving. When you show real appreciation for what you've got, even if it's small, you're telling the universe, "Yes, I see this, and I'm ready for more." Gratitude is more than just a warm feeling. It's a way of tuning into abundance. When you're grateful, you're not worried about what's lacking. Instead, you're aligning yourself with what you've asked for, and what you focus on grows. Start your day with a simple gratitude ritual. Think about what has already come your way, even if it's just a change in your thinking or a new idea. You can say things like, "I'm thankful for the clarity I had yesterday," or "I appreciate that unexpected call from a friend. It reminded me I'm not alone." Gratitude helps your brain notice all the good around you. Celebrating your achievements doesn't stop with getting what you wanted. It continues as you integrate that into your life. When something you desired arrives, take a moment to really celebrate it. Celebration shows the universe that you've fully received and acknowledged that gift. It doesn't have to be a big event. It can be as simple as taking a mindful walk and reflecting on your journey, sharing your joy with a friend, or writing in your journal, "This came to me, I made it happen, and I'm thankful." Celebration isn't about ego. It's about anchoring those good feelings so that your new reality feels normal. And when it feels normal, you're open to even more good things coming your way. Sometimes what you've asked for arrives in unexpected forms. The job you've envisioned might turn up as a freelance gig first. The love you're seeking may start as a friendship. Even the money you're hoping for might come as a gift or from having a debt forgiven. To fully receive, practice being open. Don't judge how your desires show up. Trust that the universe knows your needs even better than you do. Tell yourself, "I'm open to receiving my desires in the best way possible, even if it looks different. I know it's for my highest good." Keeping this mindset helps you stay flexible and makes room for things to unfold beautifully, making your new reality stick. When you finally get something you've worked hard to manifest, it can feel amazing but also a bit scary. Your mind might start to worry, asking things like, "Is this too good to be true?" Or "Can I handle this?" That's why integration is crucial. It's all about embracing your new life as part of who you are. You need to shift your habits and how you see yourself to fit this new reality. Let go of the old narratives that don't help you anymore. For instance, if you've called in a higher income, start managing your money like someone who truly deserves it. If you've attracted a relationship, show up ready for open communication. The universe has gifted you this because you're ready for it, so act like it. The more you vibe with gratitude, self-worth, and joy, the easier it becomes to welcome in more good things. Handling setbacks and staying in alignment. Remember, no journey of manifestation is perfectly smooth. Even if you've got the hang of setting intentions, believing, and being thankful, life can still throw you challenges. Sometimes, things don't unfold the way or when you hoped. Doubt might sneak in, or old fears and habits might pop up just when a breakthrough is near. But here's the thing, setbacks aren't failures. They're chances to dig deeper, clarify what you really want, and strengthen your bond with the universe. Let's look at how to stay on track when the road gets bumpy and turn any resistance into resilience. Trusting the process is key. The path of manifestation isn't a straight line. It's often more of a spiral. You might find yourself cycling back to old patterns or facing situations that seem to contradict what you've asked for. But this isn't the universe saying no. It's simply showing you where your energy still needs to align. A delay doesn't mean denial. A challenge isn't punishment, and a detour isn't a dead end. In fact, these moments often come right before big growth and new manifestations. Picture it this way. Think of a slingshot. Sometimes you have to be pulled back, not to get pushed down, but to be launched forward with even more strength and clarity. Common setbacks and what they really mean. First up, delays. When your manifestation takes longer than you expected, it's easy to feel like something's off. But often, delays signal that the universe is working in your favor. When you're working on manifesting what you desire, sometimes it means you're getting ready inside, so you can truly embrace what you've asked for. Check in with yourself. Are you really ready to receive this completely? Is there a part of you that still doubts, fears, or pushes back? Use any delays as a sign to look inward, not as an excuse to throw in the towel. Next, let's talk about emotional setbacks. It's normal to feel unmotivated, anxious, or down at times, even after you've made good progress. These ups and downs are natural. What's important isn't to run away from them, but to learn how to ride those waves. Building emotional resilience is crucial. When you feel like you're losing your way, take a moment to check your beliefs. Are you sliding back into old fears, feelings of scarcity, or thoughts of unworthiness? If that's the case, gently adjust your mindset with affirmations, journaling, or a supportive chat. Now for external challenges. You might lose a job, face money issues, or go through a breakup while trying to manifest your desires. While these moments can sting, they often serve as wake-up calls. They push you to realign with your truth and let go of what doesn't support your highest good. Instead of seeing these as obstacles, look at them as opportunities in disguise. Staying aligned during tough times isn't about being perfect. It's about recalibrating in real time, just like a pilot alters a flight path when encountering bumps in the air. You can always return to your center. Here's how to stay balanced when things get chaotic outside. First, come back to the present. Take a moment to breathe and ask yourself, what's true right now? You'll often find that the present moment is calmer than your worries about the future. Second, remind yourself why you set your intention in the first place. Revisit the emotional and spiritual roots of your desire. The stronger your reason, the more resilient you'll be. Third, see setbacks as reflections. Every challenge shows you something about your energy, beliefs, or habits. If you're facing a tough situation, ask, what's this trying to teach me? This kind of self-reflection is key to real change. Lastly, shift your mindset from resisting to being curious. Instead of pushing against the challenge, ask yourself, what if this is just what I need? How could this lead me to something even better? Curiosity can open doors to possibilities that control never could. Let's get real for a moment. When you're feeling off, it's time to get practical. Here are some quick tools to help you realign. First up, try visualization. Go back to your original vision. Picture it in your mind. Feel the joy, peace, or excitement as if you already have it. Next, let's talk about gratitude. Remember, gratitude can reset your entire vibe. Jot down 5 things you're thankful for right now. And don't just write them, feel them deeply. Then there's movement and breath work. Energy can get stuck in our bodies, so shake it out, dance, walk, stretch, or just focus on your breathing. Shift that energy. Spiritual reconnection is vital too. Meditate or pray and have a heart-to-heart with the universe. Say, I may not know the way, but I trust you. I let go and am ready for what's best for me. Building resilience is crucial for manifesting. It's not just about being tough, it's being able to bend without breaking. When you fall, rise up stronger. To develop resilience, start by regulating your emotions. Notice when your mind spirals into negative thoughts and interrupt that pattern. Surround yourself with positive energy. Seek out people, places, and content that lift you up. And hey, give yourself permission to rest. Sometimes alignment means being still. What if you feel like you've done everything right, but still see no results? That's when the ego might want to throw in the towel. But hang in there. This could be when you're closest to a breakthrough. Often, the darkest nights precede the brightest days. Stay in alignment, even when you can't see the results. That's how you show mastery. Remember this, the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. So, become the version of yourself who already lives that desired life. Feel what they feel, think like they think, and show up as they would. Hold on to that vibe until the physical world catches up with you. You were never off track. Even detours are part of the journey, and mistakes help you learn. You can't mess this up. Manifestation is about co-creation, not control. Stay steady, stay open, and keep talking to the universe. It's always listening and ready to respond. As we wrap up this journey, take a moment to pause and breathe deeply. You've just been on an incredible adventure through energy, clarity, belief, and trust. Let's circle back to a crucial truth. You are not separate from the universe. You are a living piece of it. You're not just hoping some far-off cosmic force hears you. No, you are the voice. You are the energy. You are the very fabric of reality becoming aware of its own creative might. In our earlier chats, we learned that the universe isn't only about stars and galaxies. It's about vibrations and energy reacting in real time to how you feel inside. Your thoughts and emotions, they're not just private musings. They're strong signals shaping your world. Then we got into setting clear intentions. Be specific. Don't be vague. Be aligned, not desperate. Your desire is like a blueprint, and clarity is the ink that draws it out. Next, we talked about belief. Without it, intention is empty. Belief is what links the invisible to the visible. You need to believe not just that your dreams are possible, but that you're worthy of them. We also tackled how to ask clearly with confidence. Speak the universe's language through emotion, imagination, and presence. When you ask, assume it's already yours. We explored trusting the process too. Letting go of control opens up possibilities that pushing never could. The universe runs on its own timing, not on deadlines. Then we moved to receiving. It's not just about hands grabbing, it's about the heart opening up. Recognize your manifestations, give thanks, and stay open for more. Gratitude pulls in abundance, and presence is the pathway. We didn't shy away from facing storms. We learned to stay grounded when things seem off. We turned setbacks into signals and delays into preparation. Challenges became sacred tests. You've become a resilient creator, one who bends but doesn't break. And here we are now. You're not just someone who manifests things, you're a messenger. Talking to the universe isn't only about getting what you want, it's about remembering who you truly are. You're not powerless, you're not broken, you're not falling behind. You are a frequency, a soul, a spark of divine intelligence, full of purpose and potential. You carry the same energy that spins the planets. When you speak with clear thoughts, emotions, and intentions, you're actually commanding reality to shift around your truth. This isn't just daydreaming or wishful thinking, it's about creating consciously. It goes beyond simple techniques. It's about truly embodying them. Techniques like visualization, scripting, meditation, and affirmations are great tools, but they only work when you approach them with authenticity. If you want to manifest wealth, don't just visualize it. Step into the mindset of someone who already has abundance. If you seek love, don't just repeat affirmations. Become the loving person who naturally attracts it. And when you ask the universe for guidance, be ready to listen, even when the response comes as silence, delays, or unexpected changes. The real strength isn't in doing more, it's in aligning more with who you are at your core. When you embody the energy of what you desire, you break down the illusion of separation. Manifestation isn't about efforting, it's about becoming a natural magnet for the life that matches your vibe. You started this journey as a student, wanting to learn how to communicate with the universe. Now you see that you've always been having a conversation. Every thought you had was a message, every feeling sent out vibrations, every action was a signal, and every moment reflected back at you. You're not just a student anymore, you're the master of your own frequency, the artist of your reality, and the guide of your destiny. You've heard the clarion call. So what's next? You move forward, not to chase anything, but to freely express what's already inside you. You trust not to escape fear, but because you've recognized your own power. You speak to the universe with calm assurance, not desperate pleas. And you listen, not to the chatter, but to the wisdom rising from your intuition. Remember, the universe isn't outside of you, it's you, made aware and ready to create endless possibilities. This is the secret that wise ones have shared. This is the truth that ancient places held dear. It's your gift now. As you wrap things up, if this journey has awoken something within you, keep pushing forward. Revisit these lessons, reflect on how far you've come, and share the message with others. Live it, breathe it, radiate it. When you adjust your energy, you shift your world. And when enough of us do just that, the change becomes powerful. We make a difference for everyone, and the universe is always tuned in. So what's on your mind? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for keeping the faith. Let every thought match your heart, every wish be pure, and each day feel like a holy chat with the divine. Now go ahead and bring your dreams to life.